There could be worse places than Ashadar.
Great place to visit, it's a terrible place to live.
Exactly.
You say that every time we come here, Skipper.
I'm as right every time we come here.
I suppose.
I
So
mean,
what's
hell, do
the
you remember
plan?
what happened the last time? Almost got nabbed by them huts.
They don't really like me too much. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I was supposed
I mean,
to...
hey, I pat the little bobble in from on the front of the ship. We got something out of it.
Yeah, I still don't get why you want that thing, though.
Lucky.
I suppose.
I mean, hell, we didn't die getting it, so it must be.
I
all packed up?
suppose. Yeah, I got my kid. What's the
Alright.
plan, anyway?
We're gonna go in, meet our contact, then I'm gonna talk real smooth to whoever we need to.
Fair enough.
Make sure
Don't
everyone's
begin.
formed up. Then I'll head out and back towards my room to make sure I've got my smuggler's coat fully loaded up.
Right, well, I'm gonna go out in the common room, presumably everyone's sitting playing space chess. Skipper says we're leaving in 5 minutes. Get your kid in order. Just remember the rules, please. First rule on... What's the plan's name? Al-Shadan.
Ashadar. Yeah.
Nashadar.
First rule, Nashadon, don't take nothing offered to you. Don't matter how good the deal sounds. Second rule is, don't mess with the huts. Third rule is, never ask how much anything costs. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. Any questions?
Alternatively, if you have to ask, someone is trying to rip you off.
As long as you follow the rules, Curesh, I don't care. There's the rules the skipper gives out.
After all, this planet is a bit like, as you of equivalent would be Vegas, just a bit more criminal intent.
Be like,
Or like a
if
crap
Vegas was
version of
set in the
Coruscant.
41st millennium.
Yes, essentially. if that's the best
So how do you get
analogy.
drunk and married all in 10 minutes?
Any of the buildings.
I mean, it's like Coruscant except with gambling and crime.
Yeah, it's
Essentially.
like I said earlier, it's like Coruscant
So it's
for
exactly
my
like
kind of
Coruscant.
people.
Or yeah, I mean, yeah, like it's like Coruscant but worse.
And Jedi temples are the bars. But yes, are you guys heading
Assuming
out?
everyone's loaded up and ready, we're gonna stroll out into the hangar and see about meeting our contact.
Alright,
Yep.
I'm gluing myself to Jack's side and eyeing anyone who gets close to him. Unless they're
I'll
a hut.
take the other side.
I'm also gonna keep Tizzer close to me because she might be not metaphorically blind, but she ain't got no eyes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I'm gonna stick close to Tizer because she may need a hand.
Actually, tell you what about her. Usually when you pick someone up, they're a target around here. Never seen her once get pickpocketed.
I think that might be because the Mandalorian's here.
Could be.
Would you want to pickpocket someone walking with a Mandalorian?
That's grounds for shooting.
Sure is.
Right,
That's shooting.
we all know the rules?
I
gave him
don't
the
say
tools.
anything.
Let's go.
Uh,
Shut the
Right.
fuck
down,
up
like-
and look intimidating. Because I become 50% less intimidating the second I open my mouth. And 200% more when I bring out my blaster because everyone's like, "You sure you're a Mandalorian?" And then I start
To be
shooting
fair,
people. So,
that
you know,
gets
it's best not to open my
downgraded,
mouth.
To 100% more intimidating because the man next to you is carrying a blaster bigger than he is.
Oh no, he's not even carrying a blaster. He's carrying a slug.
Yeah, he's carrying a big
Yeah.
old fucking mossy. He's carrying a mozzie. That's
Yeah,
what he's
pretty
doing.
much. Oh no, I got it kind of slung over a shoulder.
Same way you'd carry a greatsword.
It's kind of sticking up in the air, kind of like, you know,
Like you hold like
Yeah.
a Zweihander, you know, just
just like
Up
one
onto
hand on
the
the
shoulder.
shoulder, like has it sticking up above me, like a fucking banner. It makes it easy to spot me in a crowd, though. Yeah. I mean, it's a sturdy gun.
Like donk. Donk. Donk.
The ironic thing is, everything he hits it on is dented, not the other way around.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, also, good note. Anyone trying to like recognize, anyone trying to like spot me or recognize me has a black on that because of my robes.
Plus, you know, you're among the group. The easiest people to blend in is me, Tis, because everyone is looking at the other ones.
Yep.
I mean, see, that's the thing. Scooper likes it when I stick out, because that means I get shot first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I think I'm the shortest guy in the party, by the way. Remember that.
Oh yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
I'm like super short. I'm like 158.
You're like the perfect version
That's
of
not short.
Chewbacca.
That is.
I'm
That's a
sorry,
munchkin.
but that's short.
It is kind of a munchkin, yeah.
Yeah, fuck off, Ab.
I mean, that comes up to like your nipple, right, Nero? Roughly?
Barely, but yeah.
Barely, yeah. There we go.
It's not that short.
Sorry,
It's short,
is the
get
tiny
used
person
to it.
getting angry? Because you know,
That is
if
adorable.
you're
No.
below, you know, if you're below a certain height, Amanda, your anger turns directly into cuteness.
Fuck off, Adam.
It's a 1-to-1 ratio.
As you exit the ship, you discover somebody waiting at the end of the platform. As you approach, he says, "Wait, what are you doing here anyway? You're not meant to land here."
Nah, that's okay. If I said we could land here.
He nods to what you say and then goes, "Alright, 50 credits."
Yeah, or say to charge it to him, and no one has the balls to. So, free landing.
Yeah.
That B-29's just going to
Yeah,
turn around to the parking
Flanking,
officer.
back to flanking, Jack.
You are despicable, money-grabbing filth. And then he just walks away.
As you now go away from the dock officer, you enter into the main building, back into the spire, the strong winds dying down as you enter. Ahead of you, you see a Biff, speaking in his normal language. You can definitely understand him. And he asks, "Oh, hello, what do you need?"
Now, we're here doing a favour for my friend Eva. Apparently you've got some info?
No, I'm the dock officer. Don't worry about the normal charge, it's free. After all, you are a friend of Evo's.
You wouldn't mind pointing us down there?
Of course, just that elevator over there. Right, you guys will have to do elevator talk for 2 seconds.
Does it have cool elevator music, though?
Yeah, we need Mass Effect music.
I mean, it's not Shadar. Unless it's in like one of the big ass casinos, probably not. Considering considering how shitty
Excellent.
this like landing pad is.
Yep.
Oh, by the way,
Because he is
the
broken
money
in a
is-
moral
the
sense,
money's
so I
getting
gotta make
split
sure
6
his
ways,
stuff is
with
nice.
10% set aside for ship upgrades and repairs.
Fair enough.
Letting you know. Goblin Town.
I mean, the second he was like, "Oh, you won't have to go to the slums," and then like, "You're looking for a slicer, slicer," and I was like, "We're so going to the slums."
As the elevator descends, soon the doors open. We're very, very low on the spire. As you can see, you have entered some sort of club. There's girls dancing, and you can see people gambling, people enjoying themselves, you know, the basic needs and wants of Nar Shaddaa. As you come on down, you see a big, gruff, bearded man, human, look towards you and go, "Well, what do you want?"
Is he our contact? Because I can't just ask everyone we meet.
He's like, he does got a logo of the Qatar clan.
I said we're here doing a favour for my friend Aoife.
Ah, right,
I assume you've been briefed.
Yeah. Go over here. He says he's motioning you towards back room, away from the controls.
Okay, I'll go to follow him and then subtly gesture for Astrid to keep an eye on the exits.
Alright, so I'll turn around and make sure no one enters. I'll basically be like guarding the way to where the
Unless the
and stuff,
skipper
you
says
know.
anything, I'll just follow him.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I just
You're
assumed
good
that
for
you were following him, yeah?
intimidation factor.
Unless you say something, yeah? But yeah, the large man sits down onto the what looks to be a nice round red sofa. And he like motions you to sit across from him. It seems like you're in some sort of VIP area, since you can see a few Twi'leks dancing cages outside.
Right, I'm gonna sort of, lower myself down and pop feet up on the table.
Right.
What do you got for us?
He's been messing around with his files, I can tell you that much. Here, he slides you over a data pad. On it,
Okay.
you find some basic haunts that they've gathered from some associates of his. His associates are apparently no longer an issue. But, apparently there's a basic street where he frequently visits. But, sadly, they couldn't get anything up on his girlfriend.
How does this compare to the stuff we found out?
You can find out where he haunts, which this file does. It contains like a few places where he goes, some streets where he's frequently viewed on cams and stuff, which he didn't manage to wipe.
Alright, okay. And then obviously it says nothing about the waitress on this.
No, it doesn't say a waitress, but it does say like girlfriend. So you know he has a girlfriend, you just don't know her job title.
Right, so the sort of plan for me at the minute is we get two of us to scope out some of these streets from and the rest of us have a word with her. We'll be able to track her down quite easily since we got the information from before.
Yep.
We found out she's a waitress, surely we should know where she's a waitress for, right?
No, that didn't have any information, as I said, but when you discovered that information, the where she worked was wiped out.
Okay. We can do some digging on that, it'll turn up.
He nods.
Yeah, okay.
Is that good enough?
That should be enough for us, Doc. Thanks for the tip, and I'll slide 5 credits across the table.
He accepts and goes, good on you. Come back if you need anything else.
Will do. Like casual, and then I'll stand up and turn to leave.
He nods and strokes his beard. He goes to watching the dancers since he got a bit of time off now.
Right, I'll wait till we're outside a bit, and then I'll fill the rest of them in on the contents of the slate compared to ours. And I'll just outline the strategy.
Alright.
Right, so right now we haven't got anything too concrete, but we know he haunts these streets. And given our research earlier, we know his girlfriend works as waitress, we just don't know where. So I say we split up, keep an eye on it, and ping us if it find it. Sound good?
Sounds like fun. Also, since this is my first time off the desert world in ages, I'd love to see what this world has to offer.
Okay, right, we'll split up into teams. Exo?
Sounds like a functional plan, Captain. Do we have a hologram appearance of the man we're looking for?
You in fact do have a hologram
Yes,
appearance.
if we have some record of where he's been.
1 second. This is a picture from later, but this is essentially what he looks like. Just checking if, yeah. Gotta check if I got any music on it, but no. This is the hologram you see. Captured in the act of hacking a spaceport and stealing one of the cargo ships.
He was just making a selfie.
Essentially, you can't see his other arm. It looks like it's more of a career shot.
Okay, right, we're gonna split up into the teams. Because you said he had a few flesh streets that he was seeing on regularly, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Cora,
Right, they're all around the
Exo.
same area, so.
Yeah, Cora and the Exo, you go together, you take this street. Piers and
Right,
B2, you take the other one. Astrid, you're with me.
I nod.
And then
It turns to be 2. I assume you know what our quarry looks like.
Yes,
I,
did you not just see the holographic image?
Unfortunately, I cannot see emitted light.
Oh, Yes, I keep forgetting about your condition.
Seems mighty inconvenient to me.
Well, the flip side is that my vision is not impeded by things that would impede normal humanoid's vision.
Would you like me to describe him to you? And maybe you can feel his face? I don't know. How do you function?
Feel his.
Right. See that street over there, Korax?
Yep.
I smell some nice food down there. Let's go that way.
Well, lead the way then.
If you could describe him to me, B2, that would be most agreeable.
So,
He's got a very snide, stupid face and a ridiculous headband. He was wearing green in the holographic image. I'm pretty sure I can identify him.
so who's
well.
splitting
Got a
off?
shit-eating
Which
grin.
teams are you going with?
Essentially, what I did was I paired up someone who is not used to this kind of world with someone who is.
So yeah, so
So the
Koro
Exo,
with
who worked for the
Yexo.
Huts for ages, with Koro, who's never been really off the desert world much.
Okay.
The robot with the Miraluka, and me with Astrid.
Okay then, understood.
And I'm your bodyguard, so that worked.
Let us continue up this northeast road, Master Tizer.
Yeah. In this scenario, Jack is the eyes, and Sibby is making sure the robot doesn't get mugged or stolen.
Essentially, essentially, you are going around what is considered one of the many, many red light districts on Nar Shaddaa. Of course, certain sellers and the like, but you're in the same general area where you're searching for him, so you're no more than 2 streets apart as you go down these streets. Let's see. Which skill would gather information gathering?
Can we work off of charm, like talk with a few people and all that?
It depends how you'd be going about. You could probably use knowledge underworld, charm, skullduggery.
You may use... Yes, you may use either Streetwise or Knowledge Underworld in order to gather the information, or you may find somebody just on the street and venom, which I don't suggest, but...
Would straight up perception just work fine if you're just looking?
Well, looking for him, you may just... If you're looking straight for him, then you may try
Yeah.
it.
Considering I'm in a new place, I'm feeling a bit chatty, so I'm just gonna, you know, put on a nice smile and talk with a few people around, see if they seen somebody that fits the description.
Just quickly going to poke Korax, you know, as we're walking away. So,
What is it, Rivek?
you kind of stick out of a crowd. Anyone ever tell you that?
Why, yes they have. Thank you.
Yeah, see, we're on Nar Shaddaa. There is a lot of gangs here. I kinda look like any irregular Gank right about now. Kinda nice. I'm gonna gesture at presumably the few gangs just casually walking past us, considering this is the planet they come from. You know, it's like
Fair
they're
assumption.
kind of everywhere. Probably wearing similar outfits to me, similar weaponry, you know. Everything is dented from our giant rifles. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna let you walk on ahead, and hopefully someone that has information is gonna think that you're interesting to talk to. I'll be in the background, not making a lot of noise, and if you end up in trouble, you scream real loud, okay?
Korax smiles at you. Sounds about right.
Right, I'm just gonna casually stealth it up then.
Okay, very good.
I already rolled
That's
my
a pretty good
charm,
roll.
so Korax is
You are
just
every
gonna
other
start
gank on
skipping
this
down the
street,
streets,
yeah.
enjoying
Yeah,
herself.
I'm basically just one in the crowd. I'll probably even meet some gank I know and we start having a conversation, considering how many fucking, you know, successes I got. Oh, there's my brother. Let's go have a talk with him.
Oh, I see you extended your rifle.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm just
So
gonna
yeah, I
start beat
have 3
booping to other
successes and a
ganks.
threat.
But yes, that's what you guys are doing. What's the second pair doing of the robot and the blind one?
The robot's head is just sort of turning from left to right, scanning the crowd. He's not actively going up to people and inquiring.
So you guys are just looking then, so that would be perception.
Yeah, just rolled for that.
Okay. And Jack and the Mandalorian?
Well, this
Sorry, my
girl
microphone
I'm
was
traveling, this here girl I'm traveling with is his wife. So we want to get some information on where the man is. If you could help us out.
So what you're attempting to do is talking to a random person on the street, or are you?
We're basically sort of, canvassing people, and I'm trying to, have you seen this man? And then I'm going to try and charm him into it.
Go ahead.
So, div 2, normal?
Yeah, div 2.
Okay. And then, basically I've told Astrid, only speak really to confirm that you're his wife, and that's why we're looking.
As you talk to people on the street, it just looks like they're like, who? There's so many people here. Look, they're like gesturing to crowds around. It's like, it could be anyone. It could be in one of the stores. Sorry about your husband, but I hate to see you pissed off a Mandalorian bride. Anyways, see ya. Meanwhile... oh yeah, Teaser, you said something? You said your mic wasn't working, so you didn't answer?
Yeah, no, what? Like, the check for working the crowd, that would be streetwise, right?
You can use streetwise if you work crowd.
Yeah, because she doesn't really know anything about Nashada itself, other than it being a shithole. Wow, that was spectacular.
Yeah, Nashadar is it's a rough place. But at least you don't get pickpocketed while you're looking around. Seems like people are smart enough to know that you're not exactly really blind. Meanwhile...
You're like just casually avoiding obstacles in total darkness.
Meanwhile, two other people are having a bit more luck in their investigation. It seems like the food you smelled was actually right. As you see a store, a seller of fine quote-unquote cuisine, chatting it up with a roguish type character, before he spots Cora and goes, "Hey, go over here!"
Korax tilts her head to the side and smiles at him before slowly approaching.
The Trandoshan goes, he puts down a pot and goes, "You look like you could use some food. Too skinny, too skinny. Come, buy a bowl."
What does the food look like? Does it look nice?
It does actually look generally nice. Though, you're not a chef yourself, but it does.
It's a good hole in the wall, basically.
Yes. For instance, there's no bits flowing in it. It's actually a white sauce. It's got actual meat in it.
Is there any way to know if there's something that should not be in that soup?
Well, I would probably say perception.
Just a sec then.
If you're just visually looking.
I'll just cover the fact that I'm inspecting it by basically playing it off like I'm sniffing it to enjoy the, the smell of it and savor it for a sec. Is there something suspicious about that dish?
It's exactly as Rivek said, and it smells good. Doesn't smell
How much?
off. I say about 3 credits for large bowl, 2 for normal. There's a to-go cup for 1 credit if you wish that.
Can you repeat that?
It's like there's a to-go cup for 1 credit if you wish that.
Tell you what, why don't you give me 2 cups to go?
2 cups to go. Okay, I'll serve you up right now. He turns around and starts getting his cups together. The roguish female out there turns towards you and goes, "So, what brings you here?"
Oh, not much. Just heard a lot about this place. Wanted to, see it for myself, have some fun. Also looking for a man.
Oh? She's gonna offer a hand out towards you and go, "My name's Sarah. Who are you looking for?"
Korax, pleased to meet you. What's the guy's name again? Sorry.
Oh, the guy, that's Rick Femmer you're looking for as a
Rick
spicer.
Femmer. I'm looking for a guy, Rick Femmer. You wouldn't happen to know him, do you? I'm kinda lost, you know. No, and all that.
No, I don't really hang around these parts that much, but my friend Wog here may know.
Oh yeah? That right, Wog?
The Trandoshan looks back and goes, "Ah, I see many people here." He puts down 2 cups. Remember your god? He's like scratching the scruff on his chin, his nose like bobbing about. He goes, "Maybe you got a picture."
Maybe I do. Wait, we did have a hologram, but who has that, sadly?
You only
Can
one
I
of you
just describe
two.
him the looks? Like, we got a picture of him. Can I just give him a rough description?
You could try, but it's always better to have a picture. Rivek has a data pad that you could put it off on.
Where is he currently?
He's so good at sneaking currently, you can't tell him apart from the other
could've sworn
ganks.
he's around. He's
It's
one
just a
of
bunch
6
of
ganks.
ganks all spread around, looking fucking identical.
You can see, even by the guns, they all seem to have huge guns for some reason.
Just a gank thing, okay?
Ganks love their guns.
By the way, I'm just gonna casually slide one of the cups to the end of the counter, so wherever he is, he can just casually just grab it and return to the shadows. At any rate, I'm just gonna go ahead and give him a rough description, since I don't have a pad on me or anything.
He's gonna stroke his chin, he's like... hang on, let me see, is there anything you could use to describe?
Let's see, what
Wait.
might be good for this?
Deception... Let's see... Doesn't seem to be a good one, really. I'd say, I tell you what, for base with, say, roll perception for now, since you would have to have
Wouldn't
looked at him.
streetwise work? Because describing things would be something you do on the street.
Yeah, try streetwise. That's true.
With 2 difficulty?
Yes.
Oh, this is not gonna go well. Oh, it actually went okay.
Yeah, you even got
You
an
just-
advantage.
You
Turns out I
describe.
managed to slide you the scanner.
You see him like stroking his chin, and he goes. Actually, with that advantage, when the gank comes up, he can actually deliver to you the hologram if you wish, which would be rather easy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna casually slide up, grab the cup, you know, without making any attention to myself. There's a gank in the crowd. Leave my data pad right next to the guy, and
In that
stealth
case-
out.
In that case, Korax is gonna go, "Oh right, silly me. I believe I do have a picture of him actually. Take a look at this."
Wow, super stealthy.
That's
So-
amazing. By the way.
sadly-
I'm just gone. Like you turn to look at me, like what? Wait, what is my gank?
Yeah, when
Where'd
you.
the cup go?
That's the thing. When you got the cup, you see a bit of spillage. That's all you can tell is just some spillage and some drops leading to where he may be.
I did pick up traits to be pretty dang sneaky.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. But yes, he goes, "Ah, I see him before, yes." As you can see, he like points to the front of his store. You see 6 crunched up looking droids that are all crouched, they got round heads. And he goes, I believe I've seen him before. I believe it's next to this club, Gravitas, I believe it's called. One second. See, come over here. No, come here.
I'm gonna get closer to him.
He's going, see, come here. Like he's trying to call somebody. And as he does...
Okay.
1 second. A tiny droid comes around the side of a thing.
Ain't that cute?
Ain't it fucking cute? Ain't it? Oh. But yes, it like looks up towards you, makes some bleeping sounds, and then a small hollow map just appears in front of it. Yes, this is my normal route, here. He's like pointing with his finger, like his ladle. He's like gesturing. It's this building here.
Oh, ain't that convenient? Thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Yes, don't...
Also, your food is amazing. I'm gonna make sure to recommend you to my friends.
Ah, thank you, thank you. Remember to come by. Work always has best food on street. No poison. No, it's always good. And you hear, suddenly he stops and goes, huh? He looks over to the side and you see one of his droids standing up.
Is something wrong?
Just probably faulty. Hey, get back to sleep mode. He gestures towards a droid who steps basically up. Staring.
Is it getting in my face?
It's staring towards you, Cora.
I'm just gonna casually try to ignore it and look away from it.
As you attempt to do, suddenly it lashes out towards you, raising both arms and attempting to grab hold of you.
Dude, are you seeing this?
Come on, T-Rex! Fuck you, bitch!
Get on the buildings, collateral damage!
Fuck collateral damage, I'm an giant ass robot!